pre-order super chats, followed by this beautiful candle wax reading here, which was Venusian's reading. You can see the honey is still there, and that's burnt right down. And then we'll go into your super chat questions, everyone. You can also go down to the $, donate $5 or more for your question, one question topic or more, and more in depth the question, the bigger the donation. So if you'd like a really, you know, deep question, also connecting with passed over people, passed over animals, passed over pets, etc. Can also tune into those as well for you. I'll put the link there for my website donation. We've got Revolut, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Wise. So quite a lot of different options there. I've also got the pendulum. Oh, is Raquel here? Hi everyone, how are you? How are you? How's everyone going? Okay, hope you're all doing really well. I feel like with this seasonal change, it's just like uplifting, it's good. And I had this amazing vision the other day. I'm going to go more into that. When more of you come in, I had this vision that I really needed to share. And I have posted all of the October videos per sign for each sign. I do take a while to do them all because it takes energy. You know, I need to be able to do these videos when the energy's there. Okay. So we have a pre-order super chat from Michi the Queen. Michi. Looking at something for Michi, and then I'll go into the candle wax reading. Hopefully Venusian will be here. This is her candle, but I'm also going to do a pick a jewel later as well. Pick a jewel, and I'll tell you what the jewels are. Yeah, this is Venusian's candle. She had this beautiful rose candle that was black on the outside, red on the inside, that melted right down. And I do candle wax readings, everyone. So with the melt and the vibe and the intention and manifestation and this spell put on the candle to make things happen and open roads and remove obstacles and manifest things, I also do the candle wax reading at the end. So we will check out that. I've also got one candle left. I'm itching to burn, really itching to burn this one. This is another black one with a red interior, black and red bleeding pillar candle. It is a larger candle, and that one's going for 25 USD. I think I said 25 on the last one, didn't I? I'm kind of itching to burn that one because it's going to be a big one, and I'm going to have to do that one on a very big plate because it's going to really spread out. So that one's going to be interesting. Yeah, really interesting. So if you have something that you wish to manifest, to kind of get the Orishas to help us with, we're in. I'll get all of that done with that candle. Anything on that candle will be done. Okay, so let's have a look at Michi. Urgent messages, perhaps feeling like something's missing, looking at part-time, flexible. You've got a new job, part-time, flexible, new cat. Yes, I noticed you had a black cat, so you've got 2 new cats. That's nice. The other cat is gorgeous. I love the tabby, and the black cats are always beautiful. Should you enroll back in school part-time? Anything about finances? Okay, recovery from anything financial. Okay, let's have a look at Michi. I feel like Michi, you're on, I'm getting like the word gap year. So you might have taken a year off study. So if you haven't taken a full year off study, it might be that you're going back to study after a year's completed. So I kind of feel like, yes, you will go back to study. And I think you can do it on the down low. I feel like you're just going to sort of graft your way through it. It's going to be a situation of grafting through. There is a young man here. Could be somebody connected to the family. Could be one of your children. Could be your son. I don't know if he's driving or he's going to college or he's on the move somewhere. Something's going on with family, or they're trying to control you and your finances. Maybe it's about taking back your power and control with finances around the family, or, you know, family money to do with child support, that type of thing, family money, any money connected to your son, etc. It could be something to do with that needs to be pulled back on. I'm going to do a general for you, Michi. The career, I feel for you, hasn't actually emerged, and you will get the career opening, but also the business. You know, I still see you in a house in Linwood, somewhere like that, in a nice single family home with a yard, and I see you having a little room in there that you turn into a studio. I went to see a lady once in America somewhere. I can't remember what city it was in. Could have been in Texas somewhere. And she was doing weaves and extensions and things like that. And it was in somebody else's salon. It was like in a hair salon, but she had her own room. So she was renting her, and it was kind of like in a house. And she had her own little room in there. She was doing her own thing. Yeah, so I feel like you're going to do something like that. You're going to do your own beauty stuff, your own nails, your own bits and pieces, you know, and just have people come in and out. I think that's the best thing, because if you can't work for some reason, you don't have to open the shop. You know, you don't have to be anywhere. You can reschedule clients or things. If something comes up with kids and things like that, you can just reschedule things. I do see you also having a cleaner. I know that you've been in a situation lately where you haven't, you know, it's been maybe a role reversal, but I feel like you're going to have your own cleaner. I think you're going to have an assistant that's going to come in and help you clean the house, and also help you with business. Maybe take bookings, maybe do social media, maybe film you doing nails or something. You're going to have specific clients that will come to you, and it'll be the hours that you want them to come in as well. Let's see what's going on for Michi. In the meantime, what's happening in the meantime? Okay, so you are taking strides for success, strides towards something that you have been wanting to do. You are looking at finances and watching your money, watching your spending, maybe saving money as well. The money is sort of coming back around, turning itself around. Yeah, I don't feel like men are kind of in the foreground right now. It's like you don't really care right now for anything. Yes. There is a celebration coming up. There's more budgeting here. And I know that in the past, there have been some inappropriate family members asking you for money. So that could come up again. But this time I feel like you're putting your foot down. Yeah, I feel like you're putting your foot down. You're going to get your wishes come true. There's also a feeling of being empowered. The King of Rods, I mean, that could also be you as well. Stepping into kind of like a very organizational mode. Can also be a fellow fire sign coming in around you, helping you out in some way. Being an instigator. I mean, if a man is not adding value to your life, then he's not even really worth being there. So I kind of feel this is more you stepping into your boss lady. You've also got the Empress. You've got to be careful about getting pregnant again unless you want to. But this is abundance and opulence. This is abundance and opulence. The Star rising. Being very intentional about also what you want to be noticed for. So on your social media, being very intentional about what it is you're being noticed for. So you like to go on camera, you like to be seen, but being intentional about what your audience is. Who is it that you're trying to you know, bring into your inner circle, into your audience, into your vision. Yeah, you are having the wish coming true. Okay, the wish coming true here. And wishes, manifestations, things coming true. You've got really good cards. Your star's shining, you're going up and up. You might be feeling like the small roads are opening. On the internal, you've got small roads. And there is a celebration here, or it's a three type of situation. There could be a crowded relationship, or you feel like there's interference, or you feel like somebody's, you know, interfering in your personal life, your love life, your children's life, or something like that. So you want to kind of, I'm getting the word cut out the noise. I'm also getting a C initial, like a Charlie, a Christian, a Carlos, first, second, or last name. Kind of like you're wanting to cut out the noise. There's also a sense here of blooming flowers, being more surrounded by nature. This is where I was getting you, in a house with a garden. There's an actual garden there. Yeah, keeping an eye on your children, making sure that, you know, there's predators out there, but I'm not saying that anything's going to happen, but you're keeping an eye. Just don't remove an eye. It's like, just keep your eyes, make sure you know where your kids are at all times. Keeping an eye on everything. Anything else for Michi that I've got as a channeled message? Let's see. Hi TP, hi Goddess, hi Cassandra, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Do a shout out if you're new, do a shout out where you're from. Shout and a like on arrival. Do a like and a share on arrival. Why not? Let's have a look for Michi. What else do we have? We're doing pre-orders first. Michi's the only pre-order, and then I'll move into candle wax reading and any other candle wax reading when we've got a gap, but also TP's super chat, any other super chats that come in on the live. If you do donate off the platform and do it on my private, please let me know, and so I can check it and put your question also in there as well. Just say that you donated on Cash App or Venmo or PayPal or whatever it happens to be, and we'll put it in there. Put your question in. So let's have, you are protected. It's you're taking your time, Michi. It's about time to kind of like take your time, smell the roses. You're kind of taking things in your stride, at ease. You will overcome challenges and achievements. You might be looking at working at a dentistry, working at a dentist in some capacity, or doing something to do with dental. Dentistry is really lucrative in America, even being a hygienist or something like that. Let's have a look and see. School this year. I'm getting a yes on that. Yes. More money this year. Yes. Yes. If you did get your medical, you know, your nurse's license or whatever it is, you might end up doing injectables. You might end up doing all sorts of things. I think it's just going to help one way or the other. One way or the other. Yeah. But the career and the study is taking off. You might, I think you're going to get a grant as well. You might be getting another student grant. Yeah, you are. You're going to get a student grant. They're going to kind of say, push you in that direction. That's what's going to push you in the direction. There's going to be some sort of grant coming in. Okay. All right. TP, welcome back. Hi, Cassandra. Welcome back. How are you? One tarot card that signifies each month of September, October, November, December for TP. Thank you, TP, for your donation. Here we go. Let's go, everybody. And if anyone is in the chat, they want to reach out to the audience and just say how they connect with the lives and the messages and the outcomes, etc., and the predictions, you're most welcome to do so. I have tapped into another audience which is growing the inner circle. Okay, let's have a look and see. TP, September, October, November, December for TP. Let's just do, they're telling me to do a fan, okay. We've got September. Okay, you're keeping on top of a situation in September. You're keeping a balance. You're keeping things in good standing with whatever it is you're trying to do. Manage your time, send out your applications, all of that. October looks like you're getting the job or a new position or a promotion, an advancement. You've got the star. October, November. Your star's rising in October. November. You've got the King of Cups, so you could be coming into a nice relationship or be made a very good offer. Somebody's coming in. They could actually be interested in marriage. They could be interested in something big. November, December. So don't hide in the shadows, because I feel like some of you hide in the shadows and not put yourself out there. So there's somebody coming for you. You may or may not want his proposal, but there's no harm in getting a proposal. It just shows the universe is kind of like working in your favor, bringing in options. December, you are tapping into a really nice higher realm, a really nice sense of intuition. Things are coming to you intuitively. You're getting dreams, visions. I'm going to just clarify that. Yeah, it's about some proposals coming in. You've got more proposals here. Yeah, more proposals, more offers. So even though you do get a new offer, a job in October, you've got more coming in November, December. Okay, November, December, January. The more the merrier. Proposals, I feel both personal and professional. Thanks for that, TP. All right. Let's have a look at Cassandra. Hi, Cassandra. I have a letter I wrote to send to the president about injustice in this custody battle and the justice system. Will they help at all, or should I hold off? My child also has a letter. You're afraid. Well, I feel, is there somebody in your state that has more pull in your, like the governor? Maybe the governor of your state, or whoever is it a federal thing or a state thing? Because I would send it out to both, federal, state, and local, if there is a local as well. Maybe also send it to the magistrate or the judge, you know. Whoever's in charge, I don't think you should be afraid, but I feel like you can get somebody to review it for you. It might need a tweak to review it. It might need to be shortened. It might need to be to the point. If it's not already, you might have already done that. Yeah, but you could actually be making something happen, pushing the envelope. It's a little bit like, you know, I was watching the American Sweethearts, the Texas Cowboys cheerleaders, and they were getting paid only $500, you know, a performance. And it's like, what do models get paid for that type of thing? I mean, they're on TV. It's a huge commitment to undertake, but they fought and they're getting now paid 400% more than what they were getting paid before. So sometimes you have to make a stance. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Sometimes you need to be the first one to make the move, and then you may or may not, you know, be the first one. There could be other ones there as well. I would also maybe put out a social platform group about this particular petition. Maybe do a petition the governor or something. Get the governor behind you. You know, I feel like it needs to trickle up. You can go to the president, yes, but I feel like it needs to be also dealt with locally. Yeah. But I do feel like you're going to make a dent. I feel like there's going to be a win. You might even, I don't know, you might be interviewed. You might get the media involved. Why don't you get the media involved? Get on television. You could just make a big fuss about it. I feel like there's something's going to shift. It might take a little time. I'm getting over a period of months, 6 months, maybe 5 months. But you might set up sort of like a voting petition. Yeah, I'm getting the word petition, like doing some sort of petition and getting women to sign it or men to sign it, whoever's going through these custody battles. But you will make a dent. There's definitely something, somebody in charge in Congress who deals with this particular legislation. That's the person you need to nail with a petition. Yeah. So I would say maybe get some legal advice about how, maybe free legal advice about who to approach. Yeah, who to approach, how and when, and why. How, when, where, and why, and where. Yeah. Because historically, America hasn't changed a lot with this thing. And it's like the Texas, the cowboy cheerleaders. They haven't, you know, it hadn't been changed since the 1970s or something. Yeah, it was just the same old, you know. And, you know, if you look at what a model, you know, earns for a, you know, a performance, a photo shoot, something big, you know, they can get thousands of dollars compared to $500 for a performance. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is a full-time job, all the training and everything. It's an absolute full-time job. Yeah, so, no, I feel like you're going to make a dent and it's going to be done. Yep. Yes. The cards are saying not to invest your own money in it. So there's somebody here who I think is going to help you. I do see money coming to you. You are watching things. I do see a snowflake here. I feel like something's going to shift around winter. And I think you're in Massachusetts, aren't you? Let's do a season on this. You've got to get the right Congress person behind you. Okay, we've got lots of seasons here. Winter, spring, and fall. So fall is now, sorry, spring's not there. Winter, summer, and fall. So fall, so you're going to get in now in the fall, that's autumn. And then winter, something's going to really take off in winter. And I'd get behind Massachusetts. I mean, Massachusetts is one of the most liberal states. I would get behind whoever is there who's pushing things forward. And then we've got summer. So all of this thing to do with your settlement, it could be done by the summertime, or the legislation could be passed by the summertime. But something's going to be in the news, in the media. I would be contacting news media people and governors. You know, you might have to get a whole program started. Yeah, but you're going to have help, or you need help. You need help from fellow people who are also doing this and going through the same thing, and who are wanting to fight for this situation to change. Not people who are just going to sit there and do the poor me's, but people are going to fight. So people who are not in their victim and not just wanting to complain, but are wanting to take action. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I feel is going to do. You're going to get responses. So yes, the president could be the first thing, but trickle down to the local as well. Get in there and maybe call the media. Maybe do a press conference or something. I know that sounds crazy, but you might get a petition together and get people to sign it. Yeah. Could be one of those online petitions. I don't know. I kind of see like a Facebook group or something like that. Yeah. Yes, donations are open, JD. Yes, they are. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 5. Hi, Venusian. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Michi. Yes, I did your reading at the beginning. We haven't done Venusian's candle wax reading yet because I was waiting for her to come in. And we're going to do that. How much did I say the pillar candle was for? I'd really like somebody to take the pillar candle. It's a big one. You're welcome, Cassandra. And I wanted to wait until everybody, it was 25. Yeah, I thought so. You didn't get the notification either. Oh. Okay, well, you're here now, so that's good. Hi, JD. What to expect at work tomorrow and advice, JD. Yeah, we're going to go into Venusian's candle wax reading, which can also be related to, you know, like the collective also picks up, which is the pillar candle. It's this one. It's black and red on the inside. It's a big one. And that's to be purchased through my website, that one. Yes, just under the donation link. All right, what's going on at work tomorrow, JD? What's the stress about? Yeah, what's the stress about? I also wanted to go into this whole Egyptian thing as well. I've had like epiphany, and part of it was because of you, Michi, and I'll tell you why. It kind of triggered something. Yeah. So if you're just watching, you might get a message through somebody else's reading, and that's why I always say it's a collective group, a collective audience, and we're all interconnected in a lot of ways. So even when I did that reading the other day for somebody and I got freckles, which was for her, you know, for somebody I was reading for in her reading, that was also somebody else's. It was Tammy's dog in spirit. Yeah. So it's all interconnected. There's people trying to get you fired through errors, but I can't seem to figure out who's doing it and why. Oh, I'm getting straight away a larger set woman. She's got a really roundish body, like she's quite big. I don't know how else to say it. She kind of tries to keep a low profile, but I think she's got dark hair, dark eyes. Trying to distract you to make an error. Yeah, well, just don't get distracted, JD. Yeah, don't let them distract you. I feel like somebody wants your position or is jealous of your position. They want more money. They think you're getting more money than they are. Could even be a cleaner. I'm just getting the word somebody sweeping the floor. I don't know. I'm getting an image of someone sweeping. It could be 2 people. I'm getting a male energy as well. Slim male. They're wanting to take something from you. So it could be your position where you're sitting, where you are located, that they might have somebody else that they want to get a job there, like they might have a friend or a family member who wants a job, who they might have lined up for a position. Yeah, I feel like there's a male as well. There's an older woman, not too old, but there's a male as well. What can you expect at work tomorrow, and any advice? Okay, just keep your head down and just go. Maybe speak to the boss and just say that they're trying to get you fired or something. I don't know. Penny pinching. They're trying to cut back. They could be, you know, it could be a rort. Like it could be something that's being set up. Like they might be trying to get rid of people to cut budgets. It could be an intentional thing. So just keep on pursuing what you're doing. Just keep your head down and keep going forward. Just ignore everybody. Yeah, at some point you will go though. Like you feel like you want to go. There is a spiteful woman there. Spiteful. Feel like she's spiteful, bitter and twisted. I don't think they have the legal rights to fire you though. So they could be just trying to make it difficult for you to leave. Oops, here we go. At some point you will leave and you'll be happy about it. It's saying that they're not trying to get you fired. So what are they trying to do? They're just being troublemakers, I think. I don't think any other issues are going to happen again. Will there be more incidences? Saying no. So let's just, yeah, just keep very focused. Very intentional and very focused on what you're doing. All right. Okay. We've got Michi. Hi, Michi. Venusian, welcome. Hi, JD. Yeah, I don't know. People are twisted. They've got nothing better to do, JD, you know. Nothing better to do. Welcome, welcome. We've got this beautiful candle wax ring. You can see that the honey's still there and the spices are still there too. Yeah. So this is Venusian's candle wax reading. Some of you might get a message through her candle wax. And straight away when it started moving, there was a heart that came out on the side. It's covered up now, I think, but there was a definite heart there that popped out on the side, and there's another heart here. So there's definitely a love energy. You've got very much ocean energy. You've got a beautiful heart here as well. And also somebody's reaching out to you. It looks like a hand. It's a little bit phallic, but it looks like a hand. Somebody is reaching out. They do want a relationship. You've got nice things here with love energy. If you want to meet different sorts of men, you've got to go to different places. If you want a different result, you've got to go somewhere new. I've got a T here. You've got to go to different places. I remember a girlfriend of mine in Vegas. She used to go to this dive bar just for herself. Just to, you know, to relax, to not be bothered. but she would definitely not go there to meet men. So make sure that you're going to very upscale places. The heart is here still. So there's a lot of hearts here. A lot of hearts. You've got like, oh, a nice serpent here. It's like the rainbow serpent. In the Aboriginal mythology, there's a rainbow serpent and he weaves like his magic around. So you're definitely being protected by the ancestors. It's a definite ancestral thing. There's an ancestral kind of like protection. There's a lot of hearts here. Somebody reaching out with a hand that is also helping you with something. It's almost like somebody's doing like a C as well with their fingers, like a C, or trying to grasp onto something. I'm getting the word Belgium. It could be something to do with Belgium chocolates, something starting with B, Belgium, Belize, a country, city, or place, person, thing that starts with a B. So Belgium, you might actually go somewhere. It could be a Belgian brewery, you know, like I know that Belgium, there's some restaurants that are Belgian restaurants that do like mussels and things like that, Belgian beer. So just keep an eye out for that. That is a message there. I've also got a fork in the road here and a Y. So it's a yes, but there's also a fork in the road. There's going to be a definite decision of where you're going to go next. I feel like you're going to have an option of going, maybe staying in Arizona. Could be somewhere else in the city, but I feel like it's on the other side of town. It's in a totally different area, and a nice area though. Could be Sedona, not Sedona, that was a slip. So Sedona might come up, but there is that nice part of Arizona. So I feel like you're going to have a fork there and get offered something. I do feel like there could be a real estate opportunity there, an apartment opportunity. There's definitely a another phallic symbol here. So there's a lot of love interest here with this candle for your energy. I've also got a nice fish. Fish is a money and a love heart next to it as well. So somebody's going to come in with money, definitely, and you're going to get money too. So there's more money coming in. Anything on the rose that we need to know? It's almost like a zip, like in a dress. It's got like the tongues, you know, like the prongs of a zip. So maybe, you know, you need to be careful about what you say and keep things zipped up. Just listen, which you probably do anyway. But when you're out and about, I wouldn't be giving out too much information. Just keep things very zipped up. Anything in the rose? Curls and waves. That's a bit like a wave and a curl here. I don't know if you're going to go curlier with your hair or it's something here to do with a wave. Really nice waves, actually. They kind of remind me of Hawaii. And then inside here, I've got an eagle. So the eagle is soaring here. You've got eagle protection. You have the wise mind here. You've got downloads from spirit, definitely. Soaring like an eagle. Taking off in a new direction. This looks like rock formations and kind of like what you would see in the desert, like in some of those kind of weathered rock formations. They've kind of got layers to them, and there's steps. So it could be that you need to take one extra step here, one extra step there. There's like a couple of steps to go before you have your freedom. I do feel like you're going to get your freedom. It's like you want to be free of all of this junk that's been holding you back. You know, all the legal stuff, the family stuff. It's like it's junk in the trunk. It's like it's just all too complex to deal with and to manage your life. It just creates too much PTSD, and it triggers too many things. There's a little whale in here. You're going to really tap into universal energy. There's a lot of Akashic records, downloads from spirit, etc. I'm also getting the word here, like message here through this symbol, diamond in the rough. So there could be somebody that comes in that looks a little bit like he needs help, like dressing, but I feel like this guy's really wealthy. And there's a cherry on top. Diamond also can be a ring. I feel like it's a square or rectangular diamond shape, emerald cut, or whatever it is, however it is that they call it. You can shout out to that. Yeah. Honey, honey. Yeah, I feel like you're in a good place. You saw two people hugging there on the left. Yeah, there's a lot of love energy in this, and there's a lot of romantic, passionate energy. When it was lit, you saw the spirits inside. Oh, wow. You see a person back on the left. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you've got spirit energy, ancestral energy around you. That could be that. Helping and guiding you, definitely. Yeah. So thanks for that, Venusian. It was nice to do your candle. Anyone else relate to any of those messages, do a shout out. And anyone who wants the pillar candle, which is one that I'm itching to burn, is 25. And that's red on the inside as well. It's a very big one. We're going to need a big plate for that one. Thank you, Venusian. Thank you so much. Okay. I had an epiphany because Michi sent me an email, and in her email there was an Egyptian word in there, Egyptian goddess word, and it kind of like opened up a vortex of information. I kind of tapped into this thing, and then I realized like how we're all connected, and I feel like it's ancient Egyptian past lives where we are all interconnected. I would like to go to Egypt. I might even consider doing like a group tour there or something like that, like taking a tour, organizing a tour through maybe Trover Trip. I'm going to check to see if they're going to do it. And I feel like I was wondering why do a lot of the group have similar issues? Yeah, similar issues. I'm not a single mother, but I can relate to people who have, you know, legal battles, issues with, you know, money owed, alimony, that type of thing. And I feel like a lot of the group were healers, were, you know, in higher positions of power in some of their past lives in Egypt, where they learnt the esoteric arts, where they practiced things, where they were working in and around some of the hierarchy there. They were involved and with some of the royal families, etc. Hi Raquel, how are you? Welcome, haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you. Yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of ancient Egyptian past lives. And I know that I was in Egypt in past lives quite a lot, ancient Egypt and other parts as well. But I feel like it all started in Egypt. It all started in Egypt. Yeah. And one past life I was a high priestess in Egypt and an advisor for one of the pharaohs or princesses or queens. Yeah. And they all had advisors then. They had a lot of advisors. Some of them, if they didn't like them, they didn't last long, but they had a lot of advisors. And I'm seeing animals, dogs, cats, lots of things going on. Yeah, and I've helped a lot of women with custody battles, and in the end they do get what they want. You know, they do get in the end the results that they want. Even one of my clients in Dubai, she had to get her child out of Dubai. It was like Not Without My Daughter movie. That movie with who was that actress? That famous actress in Iran. Like, she had to get a child out of Iran, Not Without My Daughter. Yeah, and she managed to get her child back to Australia, and I met up with her when she was back in Australia. This was years ago. But she managed to get a child back out, but it was a strategy that we put together and it worked. Yeah, it worked. Hi, Elle. I was told that in a past life I lived in Egypt. I've always had strong connection, interest in Egypt, history, mysteries, artifacts. Yeah, exactly. I don't really want to travel much anymore, but one of the places I do want to go to is Egypt, and I'd like to do the Nile cruise and go to some of the temples, etc., but also go to the Red Sea because it's beautiful there, snorkeling and stuff like that. And you all know that I love swimming, so I'd like to do that. And tap into the energy. Yeah, the energy in Egypt and on the Nile, etc. Yeah, the strategy worked, Michi. Yeah. I don't know if I can share it on the live, but it worked. It did work. Yeah, he was basically a very abusive, on steroids, very, very abusive. And the strategy basically was that bring him as well, but then she ended up getting an AVO against him, a restraining order, because he was so abusive, to get rid of him. So we got the child here and the son here, and then we got rid of him. Yeah. Yes. So he wasn't Australian, so he was just here, but he may have stayed, he may not have stayed. I don't know what happened to him in the end, but he didn't have that much access or supervised visits, and that was it. Supervised visitation, but that might have also declined. So, but if she's around, I wish her the best. Yeah. She was definitely a fighter. Yes, as a woman, Elle, I would like to go in a group as well with everything organized, from pickups to drop-offs, transfers. I don't want to be haggling and negotiating with any taxi drivers, any weird things going on there. You know, you're going to get harassed as it is on the streets, you know, by men interested in you or wanting to sell you something or whatever it is. So it's not going to be dangerous. It's not dangerous. It's like other places in the Middle East. They're not dangerous places, really. It's not like, you know, crime-related danger. It's more harassment, like some sort of, you know, harassment from men. That's what it is basically about. So it'd be nice to go in a group, absolutely. And if you don't have my, I think I've still got the audio of my past life regression. So if anyone does want that audio, they can reach out to me and get it. It's just a meditation that takes you into past lives, and you can witness your own past lives. And that's the best way of seeing them, if you can, if you're able to. I would go to Egypt in their winter time, but definitely not in the summer. So winter, spring, fall. So any time, I think February, March is a good time to go. April, maybe at the very latest, it starts to get hot. And then into November, December, January. December is the highest expensive airline to travel. Yeah, Egypt is hot, but it's not hot in the winter time. It's nice. So a lot of British people, because it's cold in winter, they go down to Egypt on tour or they go down for vacation. A lot of Europeans go down there in the winter time. It might even be too cold a little bit to swim in some of the winter time. Yeah, December's the worst time to travel because of the airfares are high. So you'd want to go in off season. I'd want to go in off season, like January is cheaper flights, March and February. February, March are cheaper, November and October are usually cheaper as well. But I'll have a look into it and see. I know that one astrologer I know, he did a retreat on the Nile, and they did like a past life regression on the boat and stuff like that together, and stuff like meditation, past life regression, and just like a general check-in. I think would be nice just to go as a group and have like a general check-in and just a general you know, vibe of what's going on. You know, I'm sure something will come to me. All right. Yeah, definitely Middle East for the winter. Even though it's North Africa, it's not as bad as the Middle East. It's not as hot. But it still gets very hot in the summertime. Yeah, especially when you're going into Aswan and down in the Nile cruise and everything. What was that, Elle? You put a message and retracted it. It's kind of weird because I had, going back quite a long time, I had a couple of Egyptian tours booked and I had to cancel them. One was, I think both of them were because of some sort of unrest that was happening. Yeah, so I was meant to go back like years ago, but I never did. Yeah, never made it. I've been to Jordan Airport. I've lived in Lebanon, as most of you know, and also in Dubai, in the UAE. I've been to Oman. Yeah. Yeah, but I think Egypt would be interesting. I'm not that interested in, I mean, Petra in Jordan is really an interesting, you know, artifact, but it's just a lot of effort to get there. It's a huge drive, like on a coach from Amman, the capital in Jordan. So you'd fly into Amman and then you get your tour, you know, your tour guide would take you on a coach out there to Petra. It's just a really long way and it's kind of out of the way and there's nothing else really out there. Yeah, so I personally don't think it's worth going to do Jordan as well. I just don't think it is. I think Egypt would be the best. You want to go to the tombs, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do a pick a card. Super chats are open. If anyone would like to do a super chat. Yeah, just tap into some energy, tap into some, you know, messages into your ancestors and all of that business. Okay, so we're going to do a pick pick a jewel. So I've got a forgotten the brand, wedding ring. I've forgotten the brand. Somebody can point out what the brand is. I've got a heart pendant, yellow heart, golden heart, and a fancy floral ring. Cartier ring, golden heart, floral ring. So we'll do pick an object. I might actually do the coffee cup oracle. And the Egyptians love coffee cup readings too. So coffee cups, you know, could even do like a coffee cup workshop or something, coffee cup readings. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, there's not many places I want to go. I only want to go to Egypt, parts of Spain. I haven't really seen Spain very well. Scandinavian countries. I'd like to go to St. Petersburg in Russia. And I'd like to go to some Scandinavian places, and even Santa's village in Lapland, which is part of Finland. Spain, Western Russia, Scandinavian countries, Greece, of course. And I want to go back to I'd like to go to Venice again, in Italy and Egypt. And Venice is a good place to visit in the winter as well, because it's less tourists and it's quieter. Yeah. Okay, so let's do a I was thinking Bali because I'm in Southeast Asia area, so I was thinking Bali, but Bali is really overrun by people right now, even though Ubud might be okay. No, I'm in Southeast Asia, Asia Pacific area. Yeah, I was thinking Bali, but it's just chaotic and there's a lot of traffic there, and it's been overrun by a lot of people escaping the wars, etc. And it's just really, really overpriced for what it used to be. It used to be, you know, a reasonably priced place to visit, but now it's the same as Western prices pretty much. Okay. Let's have a look at the pick an object. Focus on your object. So we've got the Cartier ring, the golden heart, and the floral ring. Okay, the Cartier ring, the floral heart, and the golden ring. The floral ring, the golden heart, and the Cartier ring. Let's have a look, everyone. Those who picked the Cartier ring. Okay, looking for stability and security. You might be feeling like you need an anchor. You need something to keep you grounded. You need a, I'm getting the word friendly face, especially with that dog there. Friendly face. Seeking serenity. Seeking some sort of peace and serenity. I think the prioritization with this particular jewel is to prioritize your own inner peace and sanctuary. You might be building a sanctuary for yourself. It could be in your home. It could be somewhere that you go. It could be in nature. There is somebody on the other side, female passed over relative, that wants to say hello. She's also passing on her magic to you. So those of you who picked this one most likely have ancestral magic person in their life, in their family tree. And you're accepting this particular situation. Like you're accepting something that you feel like ancestrally hasn't really helped you in some way. You feel like maybe there's been some eyes on you, some curses on you, something like that, but you're accepting that you have the power to turn whatever it is around. You are making big changes, and some of you might be getting pregnant or have a fear of pregnancy, so be careful of pregnancy because there could be some fertility here for you. The message I'm getting with this one is there is a shining light at the end of the rainbow. It's like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, shining light. There's security, stability. Something here is going to surprise you. You're coming in for a surprise. So it could be a friend, somebody loyal, determined, somebody helping you out, a friend that might come to your aid when you didn't expect it to. Okay, those of you who picked the golden heart, some of you like the golden heart, don't you? Okay, we've got a surprise unfolding, messages coming through, messages in the air, journey, destination, relocation, home, house. Some of you are moving, or you're doing a van life or a digital nomad life, or thinking of moving, thinking of relocating. Some of you are tapped in and tuned into your Akashic records and your inner wisdom here, getting stronger by the day. You've got the lion. A lot of you who are going to be doing a business will have success. You've got the lion here. The lion is, to me, the business success card. Anything to do with business success, running your own business, freelancing, anything like that. Some of you will be on the move, definitely, or looking for a new direction to go in. This one is a little bit more clear-cut and dynamic. There's going to be an ending of a phase of your life and a beginning of a new phase, an unfolding surprise. What is that surprise about? Okay, you might have more fun than you anticipated, okay? And you feel like changes in the air. You've got birds here, birds of a feather. You're going to come across like-minded souls, like-minded family member groups, soul family, and you're not really looking for it, but they'll find you. So that's the unfolding surprise, I feel. They're going to find you. And there's lots of messages and things coming in and out of your DMs, your vortex, channel from spirit, people that you know, that type of thing, or people that you don't know. I feel like you're getting a lot of messages inboxing. So check all your emails, because there could be an important email that comes into your junk box or something like that. Okay. Now the floral ring. Ooh, pregnancy, wealth, and the peacock underneath. Very nice. Desire, attraction. Some of you are getting pregnant here, or getting into a very attractive relationship. Can also be attractive relationship with yourself, feeling more desire and attractiveness within yourself as well, which often instigates kind of like a snowball effect or a domino effect. Some of you here are in power mode, survival mode. The shark is out there. The shark is out there, but you're getting into, your own sense of power and survival, and how you're going to do it, how you're going to make it happen. Got the scarab here, which is one of our Egyptian creatures. Transformation and nourishment. So nourishing yourself to transform. So some of you might be on some sort of health kick regime, beauty enhancement, revamping something. It's like the cocoon and the butterfly. You are being protected, so don't worry about the shark, the survival mode. You are being protected. You've got lucky money here coming in with the fish, abundance here. You are going to unlock a strategy of how you're going to survive better. There is an unlocking of a strategy here for more money. I feel it's to do with money for number 3, because you've got the peacock and the fish and the bear, which is using your resources, being resourceful, and making your decisions based on resources available to you. On the sidebar, we've got the engagement, the wife engagement here. So some of you are just getting ready to be married, or getting ready to have a family, getting ready to be pregnant, getting ready to go to the next level, to change your status in this life. And it could be just that you decide to marry yourself, because you've got 3 lucky money cards here. You've got the coins as well. So number 3 is abundance. Is abundance, prosperity. It is, we've got also the husband too. It is joining forces with the right people. Justice. Pride. Yeah, that's a success card too. So I would say the third option is luck and love and money. Love, luck and money. Yeah. All of them are very good though. So, and all of them are kind of like interconnected in some way. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that one. That was a nice one. I forgot to put my timestamp on that one. Yeah, that was a nice one. You're getting the pregnancy warning, Michi, yes. But for you, it can just be abundance. It can be stepping into an abundant new self and life. Hi, Elaine. How are you, my dear? Thank you for the 5. How does D feel after you blocked him? Is that D for Dusty or D for something else? You don't want to give Dusties any sort of energy. No, no, no. No. No Dusties. How does D feel after you blocked him? D. I feel like he might be a bit depressed, actually. Disaster. I'm getting the word disaster, depressed. You blocked him. Yeah, you blocked him, all right. Got the obstacles there. He thinks you're going to go off and marry somebody and have a fabulous time. That's what he thinks. He thinks you've got somebody else. Yep. He thinks you've got somebody else, which is most likely inevitable. Most likely inevitable. You might meet somebody who's from a different cultural background, or who's traveling into Chicago, or is from a different state or city or a different country. Okay, Elaine. Thank you, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Cassandra, thank you for the 5. Had a very vivid dream that I was in a place with all white dome houses. Oh, wow. And really blue water. That sounds like Greece, or it sounds like, you got the word Santorini, yeah. Okay, will I visit this place? And there's also dome houses called Trulli, Trulli, in the southern part of Italy, in near Bari, Bari, Bari. And they are dome houses, then they're white. Will you travel to this place? I feel like you've probably been there in a past life. I feel like you've got Greek past lives. The issue with Santorini, I'd love to go to Santorini as well. It is a little bit touristy as well. Will you visit this place? It's a little bit over flooded. So many places now are just overrun with tourists. Yeah. I feel like you will. You will definitely. Somebody might invite you or take you there. Yeah, you've got to move on to the next phase of your life, which is out of this whole thing. Yeah, out of this whole thing. And then your world's going to open up. I feel like you could actually get a new partner who will take you there. Just going to check. I think I dropped a card. No, I heard something fall, but I can't see anything. I'm getting the word Peter or a P initial for you. Could be a past life flash as well. I've got past life also in Greece, ancient Greece, which is very interesting. All of us were in Egypt and probably Greece and Mesopotamia and who knows where else. Cyprus I'm getting for you as well. I'm getting Cyprus, which is close to Greece, and it is half Greek, half Turkish. Let's pull a coffee cup. Yeah, abundance and luck. Something's going to turn around, Cassandra. Abundance and luck turning around, opportunities turning around. You might have been very much connected to the sea in past lives, and Greece has the most beautiful sea, the Aegean. Well, it's in the Mediterranean and the Aegean, but the Aegean is arguably the most beautiful sea in the world, and there's some beautiful sea around there. Yeah. So you could have spent a lot of past lives actually as a fisherman even, or one specific one, or where there's islands and fish. So I would say keep that one in mind. Yeah, I feel like you'll come across somewhere and there'll be a deja vu that you've lived there. I remember when I first went to Rome, I knew I'd lived in Rome before. It was like, yep, I've been here before. And I had past life flashes there. Yeah. Hi, Black China. How are you, my dear? Haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you. You never knew what existed, Cassandra. The Trulli, Truli. Have a look at the houses of Trulli, see if they resonate. But it could be Greece. It could be definitely Greece. Greece has more magical power. It's got more energy than Italy has. Italy is more historical and it's got other things going on, art, culture, etc. But Greece has more of a magical quality to it. Yeah, organic, magical, there's something in the air. There's a lot of nice beautiful pine trees there. It's greener than you think in a lot of places. Some of the islands are very dry, but a lot of Greece is very green. Oh my God, you never knew Santorini was a place until you told that in a dream. Yeah, Santorini is definitely on the bucket list for a lot of people. It's on the cruise ship tours. It's beautiful. Yeah, it is beautiful. It's very, very steep. There's a lot of tourists there now. But it's definitely, you know, I think it's definitely, even if there's tourists or not, it's definitely worth going to, I think, at some point in time. Maybe not in the high summer because it's going to be very hot. Okay, Black China. How will life be for me financially following my recent court appearance charge? Okay. Why am I getting the words flagged? Why would you feel like somebody has flagged you? Or you've been flagged in the sense of made an example of or something like that? But I feel like you're going to get out of this okay. I feel like it's like you've done the work. You've been up the mountain and it's like, okay, I'm going to go down the other side now. It's like the worst is over financially. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, time out, rest, recuperate, decide what you want to do. Feel the breeze, feel the moon, the changes of the tides, changes of direction. You've got the wish coming true. So there might be something here that you've always wished for that you can actually make come true now. It could be that you've always wanted to have your own business, or you've always wanted to do something else, and it's kind of redirecting you into a new arena, a new area. I'm getting AI as well. I don't know if you've been studying AI or thinking about it. Or it might give you some suggestions. The chat might give you some suggestions of what to do next. Getting yourself out of fight zone, battle zone, sort of taking yourself out of a situation that's competitive, and you will make up your mind about what you want to do moving forward, and it's going to take you to new opportunities. It might take you on a little move somewhere. There could be across a border, interstate, something going on. You might go somewhere that is more affordable, or that you can focus on your dreams or manifestations. There will be a partnership of some sort of description moving forward that will somehow open up opportunities for you. So I feel like you're going to be fine. There's also something coming in that you're going to say no to. It just doesn't check the boxes, but there's victory here. So if you've been working behind the scenes on some sort of like hobby, side hustle, side business, remote job, I feel like that is the way that things are going to evolve. Thank you, Black China. Hi, Mystique. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. Yes, Cassandra, it's very beautiful. Have a look at some videos online. Yep. All right. What to expect financially, business stability and home. Hi, Mystique. How are you, my dear? The candle wax reading was at the beginning or near the beginning for Venusian, that you might get some message in. Did anyone else get a message out of Venusian's candle wax reading? Did anyone resonate with that? Still looking at those steps in that candle. It's like step. There's only a couple of steps to go. I feel like there's 2 steps to go. 2. 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. The honey is just spectacular. I love the look of the honey there. It looks like a lagoon. So lagoon could feature as well in some sort of like location, in a condo situation, or somewhere to live. There could be a man-made lagoon there. Okay, let's have a look. Mystique, finances, stability, home. Okay, you're not going to rock the boat with your mother, saying, no, you're not going to do that. You're thinking about it, but you're getting hot-headed, but you're not going to do it. 9 of Cups, wishes coming true. Everything is moving on my end nicely. Let me know. Abundance coming in for you, Mystique. So it is looking good. And victory. You've got everything here going on. Looks like the red rocks of Sedona. Yeah, Sedona slipped out too, didn't it? It did slip out. You're going to have victory here. And you are going to move on. Yep, definitely moving on. You're going to get an offer. You should get that offer through that application your daughter made. And the sun's shining on you. You got really good cards, Mystique. Wishes coming true. Yep. So it's saying to hold back engaging with the family drama, but wishes coming true. Gold lava. Yeah, that looks, yeah, that's nice, Venusian. I like that. Looks like a lagoon to me. The red rocks of Sedona, yes. I'm also getting the word lava lamp. I used to use a lava lamp to feng shui my love corner. I put a pink lava lamp in my love corner, which is the corner diagonally across to the right of the apartment, house, or room that you walk into. Okay. And you could do a gold lava lamp and put it in your abundance corner, which is on the left diagonal. 12-month reading for Lorraine. Hi, Lorraine. Tarot card, yes. Let's have a look for you, Lorraine. Thank you for the 20. Welcome back. Do you resonate with ancient Egypt as well, Lorraine? I had an insight that all of the inner circle, we had past lives together in ancient Egypt. All right. Yes, we did pick an object card. Hola, Glenife. ¿Cómo estás? Good to see you. Yeah, just going back to your Mystique, I feel like your mother's going to try to poke you in some way. So just watch that. Watch any react. Just don't react. Okay, Lorraine, let's go. Love and work. 12-month love and work. Thanks, Glenife. Yes, you can get a month reading. Yeah. Lorraine, love and work. 12-month reading for Lorraine with the tarot. Yeah. Here we go. Are we going to start? No, we're going to do October first. Yeah, she really loves to up the ante, doesn't she? Your mother. It's like, oh, can you buy us a fridge? I mean, she's just impossible. Yeah, tell her you don't have any money. You're paying off your car note. You might throw a few bucks in. Yeah, you might keep her appeased in some way. Yeah, she's going to try to stick a finger in. I could see her poking you. Okay. Yeah, she just will keep on going. She's not going to stop. She keeps elevating everything. Okay, let's have a look at Lorraine. October. Lorraine, you are looking for something new, looking at starting something new, looking further afield. There could also be a fire sign person coming in around you if you're looking for a roommate, something like that. It could be somebody who's under Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be a younger person as well, a student or something like that. International student or someone like that popping in. I feel like you could have somebody in October locked in. November, money's looking really good. Money's looking really abundant. You're feeling like you're really beautiful and you're really blessed and you're feeling like you're in a really good situation. I don't know if you, I can't recall. I think you're going on to do your surgery, aren't you? But money's looking really good, November. December, big change. What is this change about? Let's clarify that. You feel like it's time for a change. Keep an eye out for some lump sums of money and maybe roll the dice or do a little lottery ticket here and there. Keep your eye out for some money that could be owed to you, or it could be one of your grants coming in, your student loans, your student grants coming in. There could be more than one here coming in. Money's getting a lot better towards November, December. January, you might be looking at travel again in January. February, what's the devil doing there in February? I feel like you're just kind of like having to grind it out. Like getting through the studies, getting through whatever it is that you have to get through. What is the devil doing? Okay. Yeah, you kind of want some relief. You want some kind of epiphany opening, etc. And you're going to get it by focusing on things that are elevating you. But you will grind this course out and you'll get it done. You might even finish it earlier than you think, if that is possible at all. And then in March, we have the Temperance card. Feel like you're just going into some sort of dreamy state. It's like the angels are talking to you, there's singing in the air, something nice is going on. You feel very balanced, you feel harmonious. That's in March. April, you've got the Ten of Swords. Let's see what that is about. Okay. There could be an offer coming in around you, but you don't think it's good at all. So just watch out for anyone who is trying to get you pregnant, but they're not going to do anything for you. So Dusties don't need any access at all to anybody anymore. They've been blocked out. They've been blocked out. And everyone's catching on now to it, the Dusties. The Dusties just don't get a chance anymore. You know, they've got to do their own thing. They can't get women to look after them. Yeah, so there could be somebody here wanting a child but not wanting to do anything else about it. Yeah, so just watch that. Then you've got May. Okay, May, June. You are going to get what you are rightfully, I don't like to use the word entitled, but that's what I'm getting, entitled to. And it could be legal, it could be energetic, it could be fighting for your rights, getting what you want, it could be something to do with the condo association, it could be pushing something forward, making something happen. You've got two swords here that are shining, the King and the Knight. There could also be a gentleman here charging towards you with, you know, intrigue, offer, intelligence, advice. And I'm getting the word access. He could open up a door that accesses you to something that you were not able to access before. So I think he's a good person. I feel like he's there for a reason. He could be a lawyer, an advisor, somebody in the college system, school system, etc. He could be opening doors for you in some capacity. Full steam ahead is what I'm getting with that. It's going to happen quickly. That's May, June, and then we've got July. We've got July. You're saving money in July, counting your money. You might be programming it to something to do with taxes, or working out your taxes ahead of time or in anticipation. And then the Four of Cups again. You've got a couple of offers here that you're not going to take. One is coming up in April, in August. Yeah, you'll get a new roommate. You get to just put it out there. Okay. You're going to get the offer to go abroad or to do something. You might be considering again to do something overseas, but you may not go, or you may not want to go. You might get an offer to travel or to expand something, but it might not be the right time, the right place, the right thing. You might be undecided about it. You might be wanting to just get the course finished before you do anything. And it could be a question of money. The money's not there. You're not seeing the money in it. You're seeing it's a waste of money or something, or you can't afford it. So you're going to wait. There's something here you're going to wait for. It's saying not to act, but to save and to wait. And then we've got October again. So you're balancing money, you're saving, waiting, and seeing how things are going to play out. All right. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Lorraine. Good to see you. Hi, Mystique. Thank you for the 20. Cash App from Venusian. Let's do Venusian first. I've been having an energy visiting me with the scent of cologne, and in my dream, I don't think this energy is my uncle. No, I don't think it is either. Any thoughts, or maybe someone I might meet this weekend as I'm going to an event? What's going on with your father? I feel like the scent is connected to him in some way. Somebody might be waiting for him on the other side, or something to do with your father. What's going on with him? Any thoughts, maybe someone I might meet this weekend? Okay. I don't know, your father came to mind. And I don't think it's your uncle either, no. Okay, I feel like there's going to be a guy that you feel like smells like a dreamboat. Just got the word dreamboat. So you could meet somebody at this event, yes. But you've still got family energy here. Spirit energy. Somebody in spirit. Somebody who was a traveler. Somebody who traveled a lot. It was a world traveler. I know your father was. But was there somebody else? Somebody around him. It could be something to do with your father, but not from, you know, he's not passed over, but it could be something to do with your father. Do we have any other messages about the type of person that this scent is from? I feel it's definitely from the other side, something to do with travel. Can we have an indication of what this person was about? Okay. Options and choices. Was your father ever married to anyone else? I feel like it's somebody living, but they're giving you a message from spirit about it, which is unusual. Yeah. Could be something to do with his girlfriend. Could be somebody around her. She might have someone in spirit who's helping. There's a healing hand there with something to do with her and somebody in spirit. She could be a natural healer. But I feel like it's an indication of maybe a dreamboat coming in around you. He's not married. He wasn't married to anyone else. Mystique, we've got you. Glenifer, can't miss Glenifer, okay. Lorraine, we've done you. Venusian, done you as well. Let's do Glenifer, 1 month reading, okay. Let's get 1 month reading for Glenifer. Sorry, what was the no about Venusian? I can't remember what I said. Can I get a 1 month reading, Glenifer? If your father, just to clarify, Venusian, if your father wore really nice cologne, it could be somebody on the other side saying, we're waiting for him. Just your mum, okay. Yeah, that's okay. No, it could be that you're getting partnered with somebody. Yeah. Glenifer, 1 month. Okay. Gathering of women or celebration for you, Glenifer. Gathering of women or celebration. Could be with your mother or people that you're going to visit, etc. Talking about something. Somebody might be getting married. You might be invited to a wedding or some sort of celebration. You're thinking about where to go next. You're thinking about where and how to go next. Whether it's job, whether it's living situation, etc. We've got this traveling card again. So you've got the travel there. You could also have a man here who you meet while traveling because you've got the 2 of Cups on it. Or you might hear about this person or they're going to come to you. There's an introduction here. I feel somebody's going to introduce you to someone. You've got 2 3s here. The 3 of Rods, the 3 of Cups. You're looking further afield. You're thinking, do I really want to be here? Do I really want to stay in this place? Do I really want to stay where I'm working, or should I go somewhere else? You've also got the Knight of Cups. There's a sense of movement here. So you might be doing these trips just to change the energy, like the Chariot and the Knight of Rods. Yeah, so it could be the planning for the trip in November. There could be somebody that you meet on the way or just around the time that you go, before or after you go. There's definitely news of a partnership, news of a wedding, or news of some sort of serious relationship here coming in around the next month. And you definitely need a break. You definitely need a break. You're going to rest, you're going to recover, recoup, you're going to get your energy back. There is a trip down memory lane, somewhere that you might have been as a child. There could also be a childhood sweetheart or somebody that you knew as a child from school, or that you dated or knew in the past, resurfacing this month, coming in. Interesting, Glennie. Interesting. Getting Federico, Francis, F initial, Felipe. First, second, or last name. Okay. Let's have a look at Mystique. October to October. And any messages from Spirit as well. Hi Faye, welcome. Okay, Mystique, let's have a look for you. What cards we're using, Mystique? We'll do the tarot. For a change, because I think I used the coffee cup other for you before. Okay, so let's do the tarot. October to October. What's in store for Mystique? What happened, Mystique, with the application? The application for your daughter's apartment application. October. Mystique. Okay. The city line accepted your daughter but declined mine. So what does that mean? Can she move and you can't? Okay. Can she just apply and get it without putting you in it, and you just go and live there anyway? Or is that tricky? Yeah, without your application, yeah. If you've got the credit situation, then don't worry. You're going to have to clean up that background check thing. It's got to be cleaned up, yeah, for anything moving forward. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Yeah, I kind of wish you'd done this before. And you don't have to tell them you're living there. You could just say that you've got to really be, you know, don't tell your neighbours. Just keep things zipped up. Yeah, you've got to sort out your credit score. Okay. So you feel like at the moment, October, you're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. You feel kind of like itchy, ready to go. But I think things are working behind the scenes. I do see a shift and a move, most likely in November, if not before. Okay, so November's looking very good for a move. December feeling like finally things are sort of like looking a lot better in the sense of you can now focus on your business. You can now do what you want to do. You can now, you know, breathe. January, I don't know if the friend of yours from Alabama is going to visit you, or you're going to visit her, or something's going to happen in January, or there's a move here, movement. You've got a couple of fire sign energies here too. It could be a person, could be an Aries, Leo, Sag energy. There's a bit of movement going on. I think your son also might move too. I don't know where, but I think he might move. March, I feel you're going to be celebrating something big. It could be a relationship. It could be something new, a friendship, a partnership. You're going to be celebrating something big in March and April. You've got a lot of really good collaboration type of energy here, like people working in with you, feeling like you've got support. Your mother's trying to get a rise out of you. She's trying to poke the bear. So she's going to keep on doing that. She's not going to stop. She's just going to keep on doing it. I mean, there could be some days once your daughter moves and gets her apartment, there could be some days where you go back and stay at your mother's house just to be somewhere different. Or you might have some sort of a boyfriend or a lover where you go and stay at their house for some of the time. Pay her back from what though? Yeah. You already paid her enough money and she messed up your credit score. She did it. You know? She did it. She's the reason why you're in the situation you're in now, in a certain sense, even though we need to take responsibility for ourselves and what we do. But she did it. There's definitely something good coming up in June. You might move again in June. You might take another move in June. You might go somewhere in June. And it's going to make you very happy. June, July, very, very happy. Yep. August, you've got downloads from Spirit. You're having a break in August. That could be also the break around the holidays as well. You're kind of like having time off. You're having time out. And then in September, there's more money coming in September for sure. I've got to pull one more for October. I mean, some people squat in other people's houses and they don't pay anything. Like other family members' houses, they don't pay anything. And they have to give them an eviction notice. I think it takes 90 days. Yeah. So if your mother really wanted to help you, she wouldn't be charging you anything to get you back on your feet. So she wants to keep you on your knees. That's where she wants you. You've got to realize this about her. She doesn't want you to succeed. She wants to cut you down like a tree. Yeah. She's actually your worst enemy. And your father is backing her up. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the truth. Justice is coming to you in October. So you've got some sort of justice. You feel finally you've got justice. You could also have an air sign male in and around your life. October 2026. Any messages from your guides? Messages from your guides. Let's have a look at the love oracle. Gossip jumped out. Gossip jumped out. You're going to hear about something through the grapevine. There could even be neighbours talking about things as well. They could be talking about your parents, your mother. There could be actually somebody in the neighbourhood that is a good person. I mean, there could be somebody in the neighbourhood that, you know, invites you to share with them or something, roommate with them. You might hear about something in and around the neighbourhood that is going to give you some sort of opportunity. You might just move out like a few doors down or something until your daughter gets set up or something like that. So keep your ear out in the neighbourhood, on the neighbourhood app as well. You'll find out about rooms being rented and stuff like that. You don't have to be loyal and you don't have to love people who are not loving you. You know, they're just trying to hinder your life. So you can just detach from the whole thing. Yeah. You've already given her a lot of money, Mystique. You've already given her a lot of money. So, yeah, so no. Too many people say bad things. Yeah, well, they're probably trying to tell you what's going on. Yeah, loyal. You don't have to be loyal for anyone who is trying to abuse you in some way. It could be financial abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse. It can also be things from the past, childhood trauma reactions, gaslighting, PTSD, trauma reactions, triggers. Yeah, so you don't have to be loyal to anything like that. Okay, Faye, how are you, my dear? Welcome. Good to see you. A prior love interest has come back. Did you get notified, Faye and Elaine and Pisces Moon? Did you get notifications? I think people got notified. Faye, hi Amira. A prior love interest has come back in Aquarius. I'm an Aries. Will anything become of this? He's a bit of a player. Oh my God, Faye, what's going on? Well, you just ask him what he wants. Why did he come back? What is he proposing now that's more? If a man comes back, they've got to pay their way back in. They've got to add value to your life to get back in or to stay back in. So, you know, otherwise they're just going to be tripping around the merry-go-round and they're just going to keep on being dusties and going from one to the other, like bees to the flowers. Yeah. Ask him what he's offering. You know, they've got to pay their way back in. They've got to up the ante. You know, they've got to give something more than they did before. They've got to give a lot more. And if they don't, then you have to block them. The dusties have got to go. You can't be entertaining any dusties. No. He's trying to remain mysterious and he's got money problems. He doesn't have any money. He might want you to look after him. He might have been thrown out of a situation These guys circle, the dusties circle when they need something. They need a place to stay. They need somebody to build with and all of that stuff. Yeah, I think he's come into some sort of problem. He's been thrown out of a situation, a relationship, and he might not have anywhere to go. So no. Show him your bills. Show him your bills. Say, cover this for me, cover that for me. And if he doesn't, then just get rid of him. Easy as that. Okay, Elaine, when we be meeting this person, the person is the person for the relationship, I presume. We have to be targeting the right people, Elaine. That's also something specific as well. Picking the right targets. Meeting the right person. When we be meeting the right person, five months is looking good, or in the summertime, 5 months, hopefully 5 weeks, but 5 months. Pisces season is also looking good. That's March. Let me do a pendulum. You might meet somebody who has another woman around them. Okay, so when will Elaine meet the right person for her? Yes, it is your question, Elaine. October, November, December, January. We've got movement in January. January's looking good. So that could be January. September, October, November, December. Yeah, September or October and January. Yep, so by January the right one should have come in if the target is selected correctly. That's the key. Message from Spirit, Pisces Moon. Hi Pisces Moon, message from Spirit. What's going on? Message from Spirit, Pisces Moon. Let me do also for you, Elaine. Elaine, you're still there. Don't go away. I'm going to do a seasonal roll for you. Stone roll. Seasonal roll for Elaine. And the right person. You got winter. Yes, so it's January, my dear. December, January, February. Yep, that confirms it. Okay. Message from Spirit. Message from Spirit. You're not interested in anyone, Elaine. You were just with someone. What do you mean you were just with someone for 11 years? I mean, you were escaping people going down to Florida and back again. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Message from Spirit, Pisces Moon. What's going on, Pisces Moon? I feel like Oshuna's around you a lot as well, so try to tap into her energy. Pisces Moon, Wheel of Fortune. Nice. 10 of Cups. feeling a little stuck, trapped. Why is that? Pisces moon. Let's have a look. What is the devil about? Okay. Peace. You don't want to be trapped. There's a sense of entrapment here. You want to be released. You don't want to be trapped. You've got a sense of serenity here. Peace coming. And sort of unshackling yourself from something that is keeping you stuck. So that could be the release from the health issues, the release through disability, etc., disability services. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get it. And you've also got partnership too, rolling in around that time. I feel it's all going to come together at the same time. Partnership as well. Whether you kind of want it or you don't. Hi, Goddess 33. How are you? What's going on? How will I recognize the right person for the rental of your room long term until I move, or Airbnb? Have you advertised it? How will you recognize the person? Oh. Seems to be a handsome man here. Handsome man. Could be another man similar to the previous tenant you had. There could be somebody coming back, similar to, it could be a gay man as well. And somebody who needs to move quickly, or who has just moved into your area. Could be somebody quite unusual, could be somebody different from a different background. Could be Canadian. There's a Canadian link here. Looks like a man here with dark hair, dark eyes. Potentially could be Latino, could be Caucasian, could be African American, but somebody fairer skin but darker hair. Dark eyes. Could also have a beard or some facial hair of some description. Somebody who's just moving into the area or needs to move quickly. He might have broken off with somebody. He could be a teacher or a student, somebody who is studying something. Teacher or a student, okay, or a professor. All right. Yeah, I feel it's a male. Any details on my love life, my husband, when, where we'll meet? Okay. Feeling sick makes you feel trapped, Pisces moon, yes. I feel like you're going to release yourself from this feeling. So things are improving. Mystique. Details about your love life, husband, when, where you'll meet. I'm still getting a vision of a cafe, like a diner. Okay, somebody from the past is going to try to come back for an open relationship. That could be the Sagittarius. Focusing on your work and your own freedom. I still feel you might meet somebody in and around where you move to next, or in your neighborhood where you are. So it could be somebody in and around the street. Try walking around the block and stuff like that. Sit and say hello to people. See what's going on. Neighbors. if it's not where you're living now, it could be where you end up living next. You wanted to know when. Okay, what are we looking at? October, November, December, January, February, March. We've got movement in March. Springtime. I've also got a T initial for you as well, T. Mystique's timing. Okay. You've got spring, summer, and winter. It's not like you're not going to have any action like between now and spring, but I feel like spring is going to be positive. Summer's going to be positive. Winter could also be positive as well, but you might get some dusties circling in winter. So it could be like, just to keep an eye out. This neighborhood is not really a cup of tea. Okay, well, start walking in a neighborhood that you like. Drive somewhere and then walk around blocks. Yeah. Just for exercise. Hi, Bernadette from Canada. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That was a wild ride, Elaine. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Could be somebody around your daughter's new apartment, like where she goes to next. You're welcome. You're welcome, you're welcome. Any last calls, anyone? Anyone for a last call? Some new dusties. Yeah, they're always on the hunt, you know. You're going to meet somebody organically, naturally, with some sort of a spark. And it's going to be in the right place at the right time is what I feel. I see flowers around it, so it could be around the springtime. Yeah. Elaine's still struggling with her situations there. Nothing will stay the same. Everything changes eventually. Any last calls, anyone? Any last calls? Last call. Have a good night, Elaine. Have a good night. Yeah, you're okay. You know what you're doing. Have a good night. Did everybody get the pick an object? Pick an object and the candle wax reading. Have a good night. Yep. Yeah, I would be careful about any weirdos, Michi. Yeah, I would be on guard. Any peekaboos going on. Yeah, definitely. Definitely on guard. I mean, they know better. They know better. And there's a lot of predators out there. If you watch any of those crime shows, they're all over the place. They're all over the place. There was some guy arrested in Australia who, in Victoria, in Melbourne, and he was working in a childcare centre, in a preschool. Good night, Michi. Good night. Good night, everybody. Have a really good night. I'm going to leave the chat open for 30 seconds. If anyone wants to do a $5 or more donation for a reading, please go ahead and put your hand up saying that you're doing it now. And otherwise, we will close. And thank you for the moderators. Thank you, Michi. Thank you, Miss Venusian. Thank you, Mystique, for joining. Goddess 33. Raquel, Pisces Moon, Elaine, Faye, Glenife, Lorene, and anyone else I might have missed. Faye, yeah, Faye. Black China, Cassandra, LB, JD, TP. Okay. Mystique. Yay, thank you. Thanks, Mystique. Do I have any stalkers? What's their intentions and are they sending evil eyes? Okay. I think you're pretty much protected, or you're protecting yourself. You're pretty much up on protection. Like you know how to protect yourself. You've got protection energy. I feel like be selective about who you talk to. I think people can try to sort of, I think you're a little bit too friendly to people in the sense of talking to anybody who talks to you. So I would be selective in who you talk to. Any stalkers' intentions. Let's have a look. One of your children could be checking you out. Could be your son. Not stalking you, but somebody around your son could be stalking you. Yeah. Could be your ex-husband. Trying to find out what you're doing, where you are, what you're up to, what are their intentions. Feel like they want to see what you're doing, where you are, what you're up to. They could be using somebody else to kind of spy on you. It could have been your ex-husband. You got the groom there. Stability and growth. Somebody's concerned about you and your stability, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, or financial. They could be also trying to see if you've got any money to give them for your son. They could be trying to check you in and see if you've got anything going on there. There's also that guy from work. I feel like he's also stalking you. He's a younger male, I think, the Guatemalan guy. I don't think any of them are going to get through though, like evil eye ways. Yeah, I think they're just a whole lot of past people. I'm not picking up the Taurus, but you would never know. I don't think he's a stalker. I think he's more like a circler. But I think it's the ex-husband's a cuckoo, yeah. They try to do things that throw you off. Yeah. Just take no notice of them at all. Stick with your daughter. She's the one that can see through all the BS of the family. Yeah, and your weakness is chit-chatting with them too much. This is anybody and everybody. Yep. and them knowing your business. Yeah. And it's because you're giving them attention, whether it's positive or negative attention, it's the attention that they're looking at. Yeah, so the less attention you give them, the better. Show them a bill to pay. If they want to talk to you, pay a bill. Show them a bill and tell them to pay your bills. I mean, your mother keeps asking you for money. Start becoming your mother and ask them for money. Yeah. Or pretend to anyway. You don't want to become your mother, but you pretend to. Well, you can always just talk to your son directly. You don't need to talk to your ex-husband. This cuckoo. You don't need to be doing free sessions for people like that. No, he just wants a sounding board. No, it's a big no with the ex-husband. Big no. Well, you can ask your son and his girlfriend if they're okay directly. You don't have to. You don't really have to worry about them. Of course they're going to be okay. Their dad's going to be looking after the situation. Get your daughter to check in and see what's going on. I wouldn't get involved. Wouldn't get involved. Well, it's really not your responsibility, Mick, at all. It's not your responsibility. No. He's a grown man, you know. They're not children anymore. No. Okay, my loves, lots of blessings. See you on the next live. It'll be Friday night US time, Saturday morning the rest of the world. Yeah, I wouldn't be talking to any of them. No, waste of energy when you can be doing something else with your time, you know. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for everything, everybody, and I'll be in touch soon. Lots of love and angel blessings moving forward. Take care. Ciao for now.